This video, we're going to be working on how to use this next window, which is called the mix window. So basically in the mix video, if you were going to go back to the beginning here, and I was going to start here in the beginning and just let everything play, I could literally sit here and EQ, pan, solo out, everything like that. So this is just a major look at all of your channels. So it's like looking at your board, but this is all digital. But in this video, what we're going to focus on specifically besides this is we're going to learn how to use the AudioSuite features. So obviously here we want to make sure that we are going to work with a little bit with EQ. So when we were working here yesterday, there's something up with my mouse here. For some reason it's not letting me click individually. Oh, here. I'm gonna go to object. So as you can see, it's recognizing that I'm working with the girls group. I don't want to work with a girls group. I want to work with specifically a individual track. So right now I clicked on this here and it brought up all of the girls, the all group I should say. So we want to make sure that we're here. So in this one we used the groups last time. But in this feature, we're going to get rid of the groups because I don't need the groups in this one. So here, this is what we're going to do. I do not want to save any changes I did to that one. So, uno momento as we get up and running again. But basically what I'm going to focus on is I want to do a little bit of work with EQing and just showing you guys how to use EQ on like somebody who may have a little bit of a pitchy voice. If I remember correctly, one of the persons that I did point out was a guy. His name was Quinn. He did have a little bit of an EQ problem with his. It sounds like we just didn't have it recorded correctly. So we'll just solo him out for a second and you can hear what I'm talking about. So, for some reason, I'm not getting any sound here. I probably didn't load it correctly. So, right here I should be hearing stuff. But for some reason, nothing's playing. Give me 1 second to figure out why nothing's playing on this channel. I think I might have something soloed down here, or something solo that's overriding everything. One of the best ways we can figure that out is going back in here to our mix edit panel, and we can see everything at once. So we're going to go back here and unmute things. So we're going to solo out Quinn. And according to this, Quinn's sending something, but we're not really getting anything out of him. So it must be something in our recording here. So let's figure out what's going on. Maybe it's something with the board. You'll find there's lots of little bugs in this system, so you have to just kind of play with stuff. Sometimes a little bit of a restart does it. Hoping I don't do any restarts because that takes a little bit of time. Oh, I know why. Again, you gotta make sure that your outputs are in the correct channel. So if you can tell here, I have some outputs here that are not in channel 1 like they should be. And that's probably because I was doing something special and I needed some playbacks to different parts. So we're just going to double check. We're going to go over here to our mix one and just check all of our output. So channel 1. Oh, here we go. That one's on channel 1. That one's not channel 1. Oh, that one's not channel 1. That one's not channel 1. So I think we got everything over to channel 1 almost here. There we go. Now everything's over to channel 1 stereo. So now if we play Quinn, he should be at 0. So there we go. We're close enough. So we're gonna go back to the beginning here a little bit.
Way up in the blue, it must have been moon glow.
So as you can hear, his voice seems a little. The pitch sounds off a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and since he's a mono track, we're gonna do a doubler. And let's see. So double monitor. So we're gonna over here. We don't want the whole entire thing put into this, so we're gonna do clip by clip. Yep. So I think I ran that. There we go. So let's. Before you go, I forgot to mention. Before you go into here, I almost forgot. I forgot myself actually. To be honest, when you come in here, I have to select the track. So I'm gonna select Quinn specifically, and then do the AudioSuite option. So we're gonna do a pitch shift, and we're gonna do a double or mono. So at this point, it's gonna change just his. So I don't know if we can hear it or not because it's the band's playing. So maybe we'll wait a couple seconds here and just talk about something else while we wait. So right now we're waiting. Way up in the blue, it must have been moon glow that led me straight to you. I still hear you say, dear one. So as you can hear, we doubled his voice. So we don't want the doubler on his voice. Okay, so there we go. So he doesn't have anything applied to him anymore. But if you go in here, EQ, let's see, it's something that might help his harmonic, maybe. Gotta find something that'll help him, his voice a little bit. So maybe we'll try something like this and just see how it goes. So let's listen. One of the things I do wish we had is I do wish that we had a soundproof studio. So we just kind of gave him a little bit of a, kind of helped him a little bit, but we hear it gave him a concert hall. So we can play with the concert hall a little bit. We can zoom in on his voice. So we can, right here is his sound that we're playing with. I want to see if we can, let's see, let's render this, and it's going to apply it to his track now. So there we go. Now if you listen to his voice, it must have been moon glow. Kind of gave a little bit of effect to it. Now we're also going to go back here and do an audio track mono EQ to see if we can see maybe something will sound a little bit better. So let's load something. Let's do a I think probably something like real audio, maybe like a mono pop might help it. So then we're just going to listen to his voice a little bit. Oops. So as you can hear, we can hear the beginning of the track here. And then we're going to see how it goes. 3 seconds from now, it should start playing. It must have been moon glow, way up in the blue. It must have been moon glow that led me straight to you. I still
this last. We seem to float right through the air, just float through the air.
So as you can see, I'm just kind of playing with his EQ a little bit.
Songs coming from everywhere.
So that sounds actually pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and render that. Go ahead, save. So now when we listen to his new one,
Must have been moon glow, way up in the blue.
so it sounds actually pretty good. It sounds a lot better. So it sounds like we actually played with the AudioSuite a little bit and we got a little bit more of his voice in the way it should be. Other things we can play with is you just have to learn how to play with things, and there's all kinds of things in here to play with depending on the instrument, depending on the voice, depending on the audio you're trying to play with. There's all kinds of options for you to play with. So you just have to learn how to go down your list and think about what you're trying to do and how to improve something. You just got to think about how you can fix it. So if it's a pitch, fix the pitch. If it's something with an EQ, maybe you didn't have an EQ correctly, you can do that in the post. So there are a lot of options you can do with post recording. You can actually edit a lot of stuff that people don't remember. And I think that's going to do us for this video.